Welcome friends to a new session on the course School Organization, Administration and Management. The purpose of this session is to provide students with an introductory outline of what is involved in school development planning and detailed guidelines on the process of its preparation. It offers answers to certain questions like: what is school development planning? Why is school development planning needed? How is school development planning accomplished? Who should be involved in the school development planning process? What is the school plan? What should the school plan contain? School development planning is an ongoing process that helps schools as complex communities to meet the dual challenge of enhancing quality and managing change. The school plan is a product of that process. It serves as a reference document that guides the activities of the school and facilitates monitoring and self-evaluation. The desired outcome of process and product is the provision of an enhanced education service relevant to pupils' needs through the promotion of high quality teaching and learning, the professional empowerment of teachers and the effective management of innovation and change. School Development Plan or SDP is a strategic plan for improvement. It should bring together in a clear and simple way the school priorities, the main measures it will take to raise standards, the resources dedicated to these, and the key outcomes and targets it intends to achieve. The SDP emphasizes that school improvement is first and the foremost responsibility of the school. It is based on the premise that schools themselves are best placed to identify areas for improvement and to implement changes that bring about better outcomes for pupils. School improvement is most likely to be sustained when a school establishes a culture of aspiration and a commitment of promoting regular and robust self-evaluation. Self-evaluation must be an integral part of the school development planning process, with the resulting actions and targets captured in school development plans. We shall see what a school development plan is. A school development plan is a 3-year plan aimed at improving teaching and learning at the school. The plan shows the main things that the school wants to improve and how these improvements are to be achieved. As per Section 22 of RTE Act 2009, SMC need to prepare and share a school development plan with government. SDP is prepared to ensure the quality of education. School development plan is a roadmap that establishes the changes that the school needs to improve student achievements and shows how and when these changes will be made. The SDP includes the problems, needs, goals, objectives, standard and targets, implementation plan, etc. Main features of school development plan. It estimates class-wise enrollment for each year, details of existing infrastructure, master plan for the school, teacher requirements, physical requirements of the school, and financial requirements over the 3-year period. Let us discuss what is school development planning. 1. A process. School development planning is a process undertaken by the school community to give direction to the work of the school in order to ensure that all pupils receive quality education in terms of both holistic development and academic achievement. The process is based on a number of presuppositions. 1. The quality of a school's education provision is a product of a complex interaction of factors which must be planned for in a coordinated way. 2. As education is a partnership enterprise, quality planning should involve input from all the partners in the school community. 3. The quality of a school's education provision is rooted in the expertise and commitment of the principal and teaching staff. Therefore, the key agents in the process are the principal and teachers, whose partnership in planning is the cornerstone of effective school development. A key focus of the process is on supporting and empowering the principal and teachers in their work by providing for their professional needs in terms of working environment and professional development. These presuppositions help to determine the characteristics of the school development planning process. The school development planning process is systematic. It involves a systematic approach to the planning work that is already being done in schools. It coordinates and integrates piecemeal planning activities into the coherent structure of an overall plan. It is collaborative. It is essentially a collaborative process that draws the whole school community together in shaping the school's future. While it depends largely on the collaboration of the principal and the teaching staff, it should also include appropriate consultation with all key stakeholders in the school community like patron or trustees, board of management, support staff, parents, pupils, local community and the Department of Education and Science. Next, it is ongoing. It is an ongoing process rooted in a school culture of systematic self-review in which policies and plans are continuously developed, implemented, evaluated and devised in the light of the school's fundamental aims and the changing needs of its community. It is progressive. It is a cyclical process that yields cumulative and progressive results. Each planning cycle builds on the outcomes of the previous cycle, and it is enhancing. The school development planning is a means, not an end, a means of enhancing the quality of educational experience in the school through the successful management of innovation and change. Accordingly, the process is sharply focused on the educational needs and achievements of the pupils and concomitantly on the professional development and empowerment of the teachers. Finally, as every school is unique, the operation of the planning process will vary considerably from school to school. The school development planning process is flexible. It is not a set of rules to be followed blindly, but a framework for collaborative creativity. Each school must adapt the framework to suit its own particular circumstances. The rationale for school development planning. The fundamental purpose of school development planning is to enable the school to achieve and maintain the highest possible level of effectiveness in meeting the educational needs of its pupils in a culture that is characterized by change. School development planning promotes 1. School effectiveness. Internationally, there is widespread acceptance among educationalists that a collaborative school development planning is a powerful means of promoting school effectiveness. It enables the school community to develop a clear vision of what the school is about and where it is going, a shared sense of purpose, a common set of goals and consensus on the means of attaining them. It constitutes the school as a learning organization that focuses on meeting the professional needs of teachers in order to meet the educational needs of pupils. Second is school improvement. School development planning is a continuous improvement strategy. It provides a mechanism for systematic self-evaluation that enables the school community to review its progress, identify priorities, and prepares plans for further improvement. Third is quality enhancement. School development planning directs the attention and energy of the school community in a systematic way on the central task of the school, that is the provision of a quality education that is appropriate to the abilities and needs of all its pupils. It focuses on enhancing the quality of teaching and learning through collaborative action. Fourth is staff development. School development planning enhances the professional role of teachers and promotes their professional development. It helps to ensure that teachers are empowered to contribute decisively to the development of the school, are enabled to exercise a greater degree of ownership over the central issues that influence their work, thereby enhance their sense of being in control of events, are offered opportunities to engage in collaborative policy making, planning and teamwork, and to participate in the leadership and management of development work, are involved in the identification of their own professional development needs and the specification of provision to meet those needs, are enabled to extend their professional skills, are encouraged to reflect on and learn from their professional experiences, are affirmed and supported in their work through the creation of an ethos of collegiality and cooperation. The fifth feature of the school development planning is partnership. School development planning promotes partnership in the school's development by engaging the major parties in the school community like the principal, teachers, parents, pupils, board of management and trustees in a collaborative dialogue focused on identifying and responding to emerging educational needs. Participation in this dialogue fosters the partners' commitment to and ownership of the school policy. Sixth is the effective deployment of available resources. Formalized school development planning enables the school to specify resource requirements and to target available resource towards meeting priority needs. Seventh, management of change. School development planning helps the school community to manage change effectively by enabling it to control the pace and direction of internal change and to build the capacity to respond rapidly to new challenges. And eighth one, furtherance of aims and priorities of national educational system. School development planning provides a structure that enables the school community to subscribe to the stated aims of the national education system and to incorporate national education priorities into the work of the school. Framework of the school development planning process. The basic framework is a planning cycle that revolves around a central core. The core consists of the school's mission, vision and fundamental aims. The planning cycle comprises 4 key operations: review, design, implementation and evaluation. The basic framework of school development planning process. The school development planning process often begins with a core, the formulation of mission, vision and aims. Some schools, however, find it more helpful to begin with a review and to allow their understanding of their mission, vision and aims to become enriched and clarified through participation in the planning process, and in particular through reflection on the local, national and international context factors that will influence the shaping of the school's future. Structure of the SDP. SDP usually includes the school background. It includes information like name of the school, enrollment strength, staff and geographical area and other relevant information. Next is the school analysis. It says about the performance of school, which also includes quality of education, strength and weakness of school. Next, the list of priorities. It describes the important areas that needs attention. Next, the summarized 3-year plan. It says about targeted goals and plans that takes more than 1 year to achieve. Then the action plan. It is an action document that says about what needs to be done for the development during the coming year. And lastly, the monitoring and evaluation plan. It describes about how planning activities will be monitored and evaluated. It ensures plans are carried out, report on progress are made. Chapters supposed to be there in school development plan. Broadly, there would be 5 chapters in school development plan. Chapter 1, general information about school, example, name of school, year of establishment, location of the school, distance from cluster, block office, district office, area of neighborhood school, number of households, total population, children population in school neighborhood, literacy of the people residing in school neighborhood, etc. Chapter 2, present status of the school and school neighborhood, example, number of teachers available in the school, student enrollment, number of building blocks, toilets, separate girls toilet, drinking water connection, electricity connection, playground, number of classrooms available, condition of classrooms and other rooms, how much parents are involved in school activities by school, regularity and punctuality of teachers and students, availability of teaching learning materials or equipments, games materials, number of out of school children, students performance, etc. Chapter 3, analysis of progress achieved in last year's plan targets or progress achieved as per the fund invested in the school, that is the grants received and utilized. This chapter also includes the list of activities conducted last year and the activity wise expenditure incurred in conducting activities. List of assets created also need to be included here. Chapter 4, identification of problems according to the present status of school given in chapter 2, listing of these problems identified, its prioritization and devising actions or steps for solution during this plan period. Chapter 3 may also indicate the problems while analyzing the progress achieved. Chapter 5, estimation of cost of the plan. The estimation and listing of activity wise cost should be done on the basis of the list of activities prepared in chapter 4. Some of the activities can be done without investing money, like improvement of teacher attendance, bringing out of school children in the school, etc. And the activities like household survey, construction of toilets, additional rooms, etc. The cost estimation should be done accordingly. Now, let us summarize what we have just discussed. School development plan is a road map that establishes the changes that the school needs to improve student achievement and shows how and when these changes will be made. School development planning is a strategic plan for improvement. It should bring together in a clear and simple way the school priorities, the main measures it will take to raise standards, the resources dedicated to these, and the key outcomes and targets it needs to achieve. The School Management Committee or SMC is to prepare the school development plan. In this session, we discussed what a school development plan is, its main features and rationale for it. We also dealt with how a school development planning process is to be brought about and the framework of the planning process. Thank you for watching this session on school development plan. See you again with a new topic. Thank you.